How chronic stress sinks in. Chronic stress doesn't just happen. It builds up and seeps into every part of you. But what is chronic stress, and how does it really affect your life? 1. What is chronic stress? To effectively handle chronic stress, it's essential to clearly understand it first. Differences between acute and chronic stress. Acute stress. Short-term stress that's typically caused by immediate threats and briefly increases adrenaline, alertness, and energy, preparing you for quick reactions. Chronic stress. Long-term exposure to stressors that continually activate your body's stress response system without adequate recovery. How chronic stress develops? Continuous exposure to stressful life events or environments, such as prolonged job stress, relationship issues, or ongoing health challenges, can lead to chronic stress. Ineffective coping mechanisms or perceived loss of control in stressful situations significantly contribute to chronic stress development. 2. Recognizing signs and symptoms of chronic stress? Understanding specific signs helps you identify when stress might be becoming chronic. Physical signs: persistent headaches or migraines, digestive problems and stomach discomfort, increased heart rate or blood pressure, changes in appetite leading to significant weight gain or loss, frequent colds or infections indicating compromised immune function, emotional and mental indicators, ongoing anxiety, worry, or feelings of overwhelm, persistent irritability and mood swings, difficulty concentrating or making decisions, chronic fatigue and a sense of persistent exhaustion, reduced enjoyment in previously pleasurable activities, often indicating depression or burnout, behavioral changes, increased consumption of alcohol, tobacco, or drugs as coping mechanisms, social withdrawal or neglecting responsibilities, poor sleep patterns, including insomnia or excessive sleepiness. 3. Why chronic stress can be harmful? Understanding how chronic stress affects you can motivate positive action and better stress management. Effect on mental health. Long-term exposure to chronic stress significantly increases the risk of developing anxiety disorders and depression. Chronic stress can exacerbate symptoms related to post-traumatic stress disorder, obsessive-compulsive disorder, and other psychiatric conditions. Physical health implications. Chronic stress contributes to increased inflammation, a known factor in heart disease, diabetes, and autoimmune disorders. Stress hormones like cortisol consistently elevated over time may impair cognitive function, memory, and reasoning skills. Persistent stress significantly damages your immune system, raising vulnerability to infections and slower wound healing. Social and relational impact. Chronic stress negatively impacts personal relationships by making you more withdrawn, irritable, or less emotionally available. Your work performance, productivity, and overall quality of life decrease substantially, highlighting the broader holistic consequences of persistent stress. 4. Understanding the science behind chronic stress. Grasping basic neuroscience around chronic stress can empower healthier reactions and behaviors. Role of cortisol and the stress response. Chronic stress triggers ongoing secretion of cortisol, a hormone supporting the body's survival mechanisms during stressful situations, but harmful in prolonged abundance. Continuously elevated cortisol levels cause widespread physiological disruptions, affecting immune function and neuronal connections in the brain. Brain changes under chronic stress. Chronic stress reduces neural connections in areas responsible for emotional regulation, like the hippocampus and prefrontal cortex, impairing emotional resilience. Persistent stress fosters increased activity in the amygdala, emotion processing center, heightening continuous anxiety and tension responses. 5. Common causes and triggers of chronic stress. Awareness of typical sources of chronic stress allows proactive stress management. Occupational stressors. Long hours, excessive responsibilities, toxic work cultures, job instability, and lack of control or autonomy at work frequently facilitate chronic stress. Lifestyle factors. Poor sleep patterns or inadequate rest significantly increase susceptibility to chronic stress. Lack of regular physical activity limits stress resilience and exacerbates stress symptoms. Relationship issues. Persistent interpersonal conflict, whether family, friendship, or romantic relationships, can become powerful chronic stress triggers if unresolved or poorly managed. Financial concerns. Continuous worry about financial security, leading to chronic anxiety or feelings of helplessness, is a common and significant stressor for many adults. 6. Proven techniques for effective chronic stress management. Developing practical daily strategies reduces your chronic stress and improves overall health. Mindfulness and relaxation techniques. Regular mindfulness meditation or guided relaxation significantly reduces stress levels by promoting emotional balance and focus. Breathing exercises or progressive muscle relaxation help enhance your body's relaxation response when practiced consistently. Physical exercise and movement. Regular physical activities like walking, gardening, cycling, or swimming markedly alleviate stress through the release of mood-boosting endorphins. Even brief but consistent physical activity can substantially diminish chronic stress symptoms. Cognitive behavioral approaches. Cognitive behavioral therapy, systematic journaling, and cognitive reframing techniques effectively challenge stress-contributing thought patterns, reducing emotional volatility. Regular use of positive, constructive self-talk contributes significantly to overall emotional resilience. Lifestyle adjustments. Prioritize meaningful rest, healthy diet, and avoid substances that negatively impact mood, like alcohol, excessive caffeine intake, or nicotine. Improve sleep quality by maintaining regular sleep schedules and optimizing sleep environments, which effectively minimizes overall stress level fluctuations. 7. When to seek professional help for chronic stress? Recognizing when self-management isn't sufficient improves outcomes and recovery. Signs. Professional support may be needed. Persistent inability to manage daily responsibilities. Symptoms significantly interfere with personal well-being or interpersonal relationships. Experiencing physical health deterioration or severe mental health impacts, such as prolonged low mood or panic episodes. Professional resources to consider. Seeking guidance from mental health professionals excellent in cognitive behavioral strategies or counseling. Support groups or workshops organized around stress management can provide helpful communal resources and solidarity. Medical professionals specializing in stress-related conditions like endocrinologists or psychiatrists can provide advanced intervention if necessary. 8. Preventive strategies to avoid chronic stress relapse. Consistent preventive measures play a crucial role in maintaining low stress levels over time. Regular self-assessment. Conducting routine check-ins on your stress levels using journaling, self-questionnaires, or brief reflective mindfulness practices helps maintain heightened self-awareness, social connection, and community support. Positive interpersonal relationships and regular social interactions provide necessary emotional support to cope effectively with stress. Actively cultivating community involvement fosters feelings of belonging and significantly mitigates stress-related loneliness. Continuous personal development practices. Regularly learning new coping skills and stress reduction techniques means you continually adapt to changing stress conditions positively. Prioritizing meaningful hobbies and leisure activities in your routine consistently bolsters mental reserves against stress. Common questions about chronic stress. Can chronic stress affect your memory? Yes. Chronic stress disrupts neural connections, impairing memory and cognitive function over time. Does exercise reduce chronic stress symptoms? Yes. Physical activity releases endorphins, which improve mood and reduce stress effects. Is chronic stress only psychological? No. It also triggers physical issues like inflammation, weakened immunity, and cardiovascular problems. Can poor sleep worsen chronic stress? Yes. Sleep deprivation amplifies stress responses and hinders your ability to recover emotionally. Is medication always necessary to manage stress? No. Many cases improve with mindfulness, therapy, and lifestyle changes without needing medication. Can you prevent chronic stress relapse? Yes. Regular self-care, mindfulness, and social support reduce risks of recurring chronic stress. In conclusion, chronic stress, though pervasive, is manageable through understanding, mindful adjustments, and proactive strategies. Recognizing the signs, grasping its underlying mechanisms, and consistently employing proven stress management techniques positions you to improve your well-being substantially. Remember, by actively managing your chronic stress, you're building resilience not only to overcome current challenges, but also to thrive in the long term. Subscribe to Docovate for premium health tips, like the video, and share it to spread the knowledge. We'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences in the comments. Together, let's build healthier lives and inspire meaningful change.